cash in for a title. He always announced when he was going to fight for a championship. He never pussied out. He was a strong, strong man. That's who he was. That's who he is. He never gives up. He never quits. Hustle, loyalty, respect, and rise above hate. Rise above the smarts of the WWE and the whole wrestling world. I hate smarts. You smart marks are all a bunch of losers, dummies, fools, jackasses, and I hate each and every one of you.
Thank God.
I know. Whenever John Cena has a match and real fans like me are saying, let's go Cena, then you know how they respond? They say Cena sucks. If he sucks, why does he win most of his matches? Why is he a 17-time world heavyweight champion, huh?
16.
Even more title reigns than the great Ric Flair. You imbeciles. Cena does not suck. He's even better than Ric Flair. He's better than Hulk Hogan. He's better than all the greats in the industry combined. He's better than The Rock. He's better than your skinny guys who you like who flip around the ring and don't win any of their matches. He's better than Dolph Ziggler. Better than
Dolph
Zack Ryder,
Ziggler.
better than Kevin Owens. Better than even the phenomenal AJ Styles, who I like AJ Styles. I even love AJ Styles. But AJ Styles, let's face it, is no John Cena. He'll never be John Cena, you fools.
Oh my gosh! What a I had to do that. I'm sorry, Isaac. Hold on. I had to do that. It just came to me because I played this before, and it just the foolishness of it just made me like chuckle a bit. So when I found this again, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna play this just to start off the show to give us a little bit of a different start to the show because, like, oh my gosh, this little segment, this little post here was hilarious. Dolph Ziggler is his name, is evidently his name now. It's not Dolph Ziggler anymore. It's Dolph Ziggler. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hivelings, believers, and everything in between, it is Wednesday night. And you know what that means. It is.
We got a man comment for you, Anthony, on your intro. And residents of Smooth Nation.
A residence.
Yes, apparently there are residents in the Smooth Nation. You're good. You have your own nation.
When was I gonna know about this?
Apparently Tuesday was the first time it was mentioned because Anthem Nation is now Smooth Nation, and he started.
I'll take it.
He started the Nation movement.
Well, I'll take it.
Congratulations, man. You have your own family.
I love that. I love that name, by the way. Thank you, Smooth Nation. I love that name.
You have an official fan base now, Anthony. I mean, yeah, you had fans. I know you had fans, but you have an official fan base.
Wow. Shout out to Lorenzo Taylor as well. He shared the post today, so shout out to him. But I'm surprised at that.
I want to give a quick shout out to Ralph.
You mean the son of a shepherd?
You know who I'm talking about. I want to give a shout
Yeah,
out.
the son of a shepherd. How dare you mock the son of a shepherd?
This fool right here, bro. This fool right here. No, man, I'm just shouting out our listener, Ralph and Jamie. They've come through for us a lot lately.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. This dude, right? You know what? We're not gonna do. We're not doing Danny trolls tonight. I'm ignoring all Danny related comments. I know y'all want more Danny comments. We're not doing that because there are people that actually want to hear what happened in the show this week.
Exactly, because we got some good stuff to talk about today. But I forgot to introduce myself. How rude. I am a man with a good head on my shoulders because I have no neck to support. I am the other man of that other hour, the necromancer, the boulder himself, Mr. A.C. Smooth. Along with me, I have my co-host from all the way back to middle school days, as I'm working in a middle school now. How awkward. But that's besides the point. This is the Golden Ace.
I don't change it that often.
I'm sorry, I got a lot of names to think of, and Donovan likes to change his name every other week.
Hey, that's not true. I've only had 2 nicknames. I've stuck with the ruler of all hosts.
You were the ruler of all hosts,
The almighty one.
the almighty one.
No, that was the almighty host. But
It was something else, but you had to change that because of Bobby Lashley.
No, I had the almighty one before Bobby Lashley did. Besides, he's the trash version of Almighty. You know this.
You're right. Only if it weren't for Leo Rush, I wouldn't care about Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, exactly. That 16-year-old boy that follows him around is getting him over.
He's 23. My fault. 24.
16 and out past his curfew.
Fair enough. He's short.
No, but I do love Leo Rush. I absolutely love everything Leo Rush is doing. 205, he does great. Raw, he does great. You put him on freaking NXT, he'd do great because he's great. He is.
When he was on NXT, he just didn't have that successful.
He was in a doghouse.
Yeah, no controversy he went through.
There's no controversy. Vince doesn't like small guys. We all know what that really was.
That is true too. So,
But he's a great talker, so he gets a pass.
Leo is amazing, and I'm not playing the Finn Balor song again. I'll play it tomorrow.
But we're not here to talk about Leo Rush because unfortunately he was not on 205 Live tonight.
Which I was kind of hoping he would be. I was still hoping.
I mean, yeah, but we still got some quality content tonight. Last night, 205 Live, and that 205 Live is back to being right after SmackDown Live, which actually is not as bad as I initially thought it would be. The crowd is a lot more into the matches now. The crowd looks a lot better unless Kevin Dunn is playing some tricks on my mind.
Yeah, he's not dropping the radioactive teeth on the damn equipment anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, either he's playing his magic, he's working his magic and making the crowd look a lot better, or the crowd is staying back for it. 205 Live now, which I mean, they should have been doing this from the get go, but that's neither here or there. I'm happy for the guys; they're finally getting some recognition. Hopefully, the title match will be held on the main show instead of being on the pre-show Sunday night. Fingers crossed for that.
Which show was on where it was on the main show? Was that a Survivor Series or was that something else?
I forget.
Was it TLC?
I want to say it was TLC because it was Murphy and Cedric, right?
Yes.
Or was it Murphy and Mustafa?
No. I think it was Murphy and Mustafa.
That might have been TLC. It was either TLC or Survivor Series.
Hey, Anthony. Who's the number 1 contender for Buddy this time?
Tozawa.
Okay, because I missed that.
Not bad, but
I mean, we all know Tozawa is great in the ring, but Tozawa is probably not one of my favorite guys to watch. I mean, he's gonna put on a good match. That's neither here or there. But
when is our dad gonna get a shot, man?
he's kind of tied up with Humberto Carrillo, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
yeah.
I do have some news about this, and it's not just speculation. It's due to some other things, but I do have some 205 news, which is very rare, and I saved it for the show.
Is it about
By
Cedric?
the way, I just want to give somebody a heads up. If any of you ever meet a guy named Pete Hegseth, he said he denies the existence of germs, so don't shake his hand or get anywhere near him.
You mean Randy Orton?
Him too.
Do not shake Randy Orton's hand because it won't have fingers.
Yeah, that sounds like a Randall Keith Orton to me.
And don't leave your work bag anywhere near Randy Orton either.
Drink water.
You might find stool in your bag.
Hey, y'all, before we get started, I do have to say, probably one of the healthiest decisions I made so far this year. A gallon of water a day with physical activity, it'll take you a long way, dog. I feel this is probably the best I've felt in a while. Like, I feel a lot better than I did last year. Like, around this time last year, outside of my personal issues with like me dealing with a lot of depressing issues, like health wise, like physical health wise, I did not feel that great. Before my grandmother died, I was like 250. I jumped all the way to 285. So, yeah, I'm still like pushing 280, but I'm starting to come down.
That's good, buddy.
So,
By the
drink
way,
water.
I feel like I know we mentioned this on Tuesday, but I want everybody to make it known. I want everybody to mark the date and time. Like I said, I know we mentioned this before on Tuesday. I don't know if we were live or not, but live audience, myself and Anthony, that's right, the Smooth Nation, the King of Smooth Style, and the Golden Ace, we actually agree on something for once in our lives. As long as we've known each other there, we finally agree on something.
Sports wise.
Sports-wise. That is, we are both going to be cheering for the Orlando Apollos during the AAF season, the Alliance of American Football season.
I'm an Apollo fan, guys.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews too. I'm a fan of his, but I'm talking about the Orlando Apollos right now.
Yes. But I also will say, not only will I be rooting for the Apollos, but I will also be rooting for the Iron, because Trent Richardson is also plays for the Iron, and I really want to see him succeed in football because he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah. It really sucked to see him so terrible in the NFL.
Well, he was playing for Cleveland, so.
I mean, yeah, but he was bad in Indy too.
Yeah, I just want everybody to mark the date and time. Don't worry, the world isn't going to implode on itself. At least I hope it doesn't. But
Yeah.
Anthony and I actually agree on something sports-wise. Really, he's a good fan.
Yeah, and I will be making
Indiana fan.
I will also be making another announcement after the.
Seahawks fan. I'm a Cowboys
Oh.
fan.
Gold Card 86. I did watch the Walter versus Will Ospreay match you sent.
But the point is, you agree on something, and it feels good.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. I will have another announcement during Final Five, so just stay tuned for that. All right, let's get started here. We started off with 205 Live. Matter of fact, Donovan, go ahead. My fault, Donovan. You have some NXT UK results for me?
No, actually, if you want to put 5, we can, since it happened first.
Say it again. Okay, we'll run 205 real quick.
Just call it- yeah,
The Loser House Party. Yeah, I said the Loser House Party.
Yeah, they really are.
Came out and they pretty much talked about their reflections on what happened with Elias. And then they said then they had Metalik sing. I look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'd rather sit here and listen to Jacques sing than listen to Grandmaster League.
Was it that bad?
Yes, it was that bad.
It was like comedically horrible. It was comedically horrible.
If I would rather listen to Jacques sing, you know how bad that is.
That is really bad.
So if I'm saying I'd rather listen to Jacques sing, yeah. But I'd probably rather listen to Ice JJ Fish sing than Grand Metalik.
I'd rather look at him. Here's the thing: when the song that he was about to sing, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this.
Oh yeah, right. But thankfully we had my dad, Drew Gulak, and Gentleman Jack Gallagher come out, and we get a match between Lindsay Dorito and Jack Gallagher.
I was really hoping our dad was going to be in this match just to kick their ass.
I mean, yeah, but we got him on commentary, which I personally feel like when it's all said and done for Drew Gulak, I feel like he could have a great run as a commentator. Maybe color commentator, but commentator nonetheless.
He is good.
He is good. But you know what? I don't care who's doing the writing. Bring back the PowerPoint presentations. Give me that on commentary. That would be fucking great.
I feel like anything he does, anything he touches, just like turns to gold.
It really does. I loved it. I don't know who wrote that segment to have them come out there and sing, but that was a terrible waste of time when you're only playing with an hour.
Yeah. And, you know, my personal issue with the way WWE likes to write their masked luchadors already bugs me enough. Thank you, Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, for not going to WWE.
Yes, seriously.
And you don't hear me say that a lot, but when it comes to masked luchadors, I don't want to see that.
Well, me and Isaac are definitely going to be watching more Masked Luchadors because we're starting to tune in AAA.
True. Like, imagine if Andrade came to WWE as La Sombra.
He probably wouldn't be where he is.
Nowhere near.
He wants to put the mask on.
But if he puts the mask on, he has to still be able to be tranquilo. But I don't see WWE doing that.
Zelina
What's
Vega
up,
does a
Jose?
lot better job of being tranquilo than he does now. Because she's the one talking about it.
Because he can't speak English. Or at least not enough to be understood.
Well, you know, just give him Abe English as a manager. He speaks English. His last name has it, man.
Well, he's too busy being another commentator.
I loved that move.
Which I'm not mad at. I like Aiden English, and he's doing a pretty solid job as a commentator as well. So, shout out to Aiden English.
Yeah, shout out to Abe English. But although I do think he would have made a better manager because he was good.
I don't know why they broke up Rusev Day.
Because Vince doesn't like Rusev Day. It wasn't supposed to be over. It was.
Pretty much. It was a stupid gimmick. It was a stupid concept that they had done with the Randy Orton feud, and it just caught fire. Best way to answer it.
That's the same people that wrote the Aiden English and the Rusev breakup are the ones that wrote this opening segment. It was terrible.
Yeah, but the match, I can kind of deal with it because the match was good, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't hate the Lucha House Party. I hate what they're doing with them, but like when it comes down to them getting in the ring, the guys are great when they're given time and given the opportunity to go out there and do what they do best.
I mean, look at how damn Ray Metalik. He's absolutely one of the very best top 5 guys they have over there in 205.
I was hoping after the fact that they had him go all the way to the finals. I mean, come on, the dude didn't he beat Kota Ibushi?
Yeah, we don't like to talk about that.
They put the man over Kota Ibushi.
He was in a dark time.
Well, no. That was no. He went over Zack Sabre Jr. My fault.
Still, he was still in a dark time.
They were both in a dark time.
But they put him over. We all know that the original plan, if everything was right and they were able to sign Ibushi and Sabre Jr., that CWC finals would have been Sabre Jr. versus Ibushi.
I don't know. Zack Sabre probably would have been lost. They both would have been lost.
Oh yeah, I especially during that time period.
Ibushi doesn't speak good English.
Who?
Ibushi doesn't speak good English, and then Zack Sabre, he's like.
Zack Sabre Jr. is like and the thing is, this is not me saying this. A lot of people find him boring.
People looked at Ibushi said Ibushi would have gone over in WWE because he can't speak English.
Yeah.
Like he would have been like Shinsuke before what they're doing with Shinsuke before Shinsuke. Like he's fantastic in the ring, but he would have had to slow down. Anyway, point is there's that. And then Zack Sabre Jr. I don't think he would have got over because one, Vince probably would have looked at him like he's too small. And
Hi, Matt's beard. Hello.
Mita Raja.
Matt, are you done Punjabi plunging?
Jesus Christ, I can't believe that.
I have nothing to do with this, man. Just letting you know.
I just came from the movie, so very.
Oh, so did you cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bucket?
No.
What are you doing?
We're having fun. That's what we're doing because I'm not trolling. Because
You're not trolling?
I'm not
I
trolling.
was about to say the same thing.
I'm joking with Mitt because Mitt actually will joke. And by the way, Mitt, you need to do something with that beard because you're starting to get into some gender territory there with that beard.
I know Kevin Owens ain't talking.
Thank you. Kevin Owens lost weight and looks great now.
Oh, look, man, we're not going to sit here and talk about how great Kevin Owens. I'm going to talk about how great somebody else looks too. So just bear with me. We're going to get to another guy who looks like he's really bulking up, I should say.
Hang on. Mitt actually wants to say something.
Hold on, Anthony. That's a different of what me, Anthony, and Isaac have that you have, Mr. Donovan.
I have a magnificent beard.
No, not just that. You got kids. You don't.
I have a baby beard.
Yeah, you got plenty of kids.
Yeah, dog, you got that double wide.
Yeah, I'm a man.
And no, Isaac, I have not.
Look, Mitt, we don't need to be bringing up what I do with my flagpole here, okay? That's
Oh, can we get back to the wrestling and not talking about Cardi B's past life?
I'm sorry, it was funny and you know it. Okay, Anthony.
Yes.
Continue with the show, because, man, we had a pretty stacked show.
Jack Gallagher ended up winning this match here. So they celebrated as Drew Gulak is still trying to pitch his olive branch out to Humberto Carrillo, saying, join us and we can make you a bigger star than what you think you can be. Word? I'm gonna look into that, Jose. Jose just said Batista signs with WWE to fight at WrestleMania. I'm gonna look into that in a few minutes. But we got a few backstage segments where one Mr. Mike Kanellis is frustrated with the fact that he lost to the Brian Kendrick and others. But Maria calms it down, saying it's more than just about wins and losses; it's a process. So here we go again with wow, good one, Jose. So she's pretty much playing the Joel Embiid situation here. Trust the process. So Mike Kanellis is pretty much the Philadelphia 76ers of 3 years ago.
Speaking of Mike Kanellis, I just watched some of the stuff his Miracle Mike Bennett, and I just watched the video of him double fisting champagne bottles at Laurel Vanessa's wedding, and I'm all of a sudden a fan of his.
That quick.
Yeah, that's when he started to decline in Impact. After that was his decline.
How did we lose to the Hawks, bro?
Because y'all are trash.
Obviously.
Hold on. Let me add something to that. The hilarious part is when the fans say Kobe's better.
That's obvious too.
Facts. All facts.
Now, please tell Breon that because he obviously feels like LeBron is the greatest Laker of all time.
Even though I'm not the Hawks fan, I'm a Warriors fan. The Hawks fan is literally saying Kobe's better while LeBron tries to shoot complete.
As a Lakers fan, I wholeheartedly agree with the Hawks. Kobe's better. I've been saying this. If I were building a team, I would want Kobe Bryant before I take LeBron James. 10 times out of 10. My fault, 11 times out of 10.
Yo, Anthony.
Yeah.
You are going to cover the Humberto's fucking response to.
Yeah, I was getting ready to wrap into that. Humberto says, so pretty much Caleb Braxton, I believe it was Caleb Braxton. If it wasn't her, it was
that was her. Actually,
I can't keep up with Kayla and Dasha, my fault. But Caleb Braxton was backstage, and Humberto came out of nowhere. She asked him how he felt about how Gulak was against the way that luchadors wrestle, which obviously Humberto is a luchador, second generation superstar, maybe third generation. He's a Garza, so he comes from the Garza family. For y'all, for everyone knows who that is.
Is that Garza Jr. Just for the record? Because I
Yes.
don't-
Yes, that is indeed Garza Jr.
Okay, because I couldn't. He doesn't look the same as he did in Impact.
I want to say he had a mask, right? He used to wrestle a mask.
He wrestled in Impact without the mask, but you got to remember that was like over a year ago. He looks a lot different. Changed his face up.
Yeah, because what I saw, he wrestled with the mask, but I'm saying now, yeah, he looks a lot different. Because I'm looking at a Wikipedia picture of him now, and he definitely doesn't look like what he looks like now. But he does have a little bit more hair in this picture I'm looking at.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him. I thought, is that Garza Jr.? Because I know him. I've seen him. I think he was in Impact, but I couldn't remember who it was. So that's why I had to ask y'all if y'all know if that was Garza Jr. because I could not tell at all.
Yep. So that is indeed Humberto Carrillo. Just to double check. No, wait, is it? Let me double check because I'm not 100% sure. But they said it. They said it tonight.
Hey, what did Keith Lee? Why was Keith Lee? What you said something about Keith? Never mind. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get there when we talk NXT.
Okay,
No.
'cause I'm curious.
This is Ultimo Ninja.
I'm curious.
So it's two different people. It's Ultimo Ninja. But is that Garza?
By the way, Matt Hardy calls Tommy Dreamer Thomas the Dreams, and I love that.
Matt Hardy is just so spot on.
Seriously, Thomas the Dreams.
He said that to who?
No, he was wishing Tommy Dreamer happy birthday. He says, happy 40th birthday to the vessel. Happy birthday to the vessel of Thomas that Dreams.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was gonna come back as V1 for us for a little bit.
But still, I mean, he's on Twitter. He does like a mixture of both.
I swear he swims in the lake of reincarnation all the time.
And then
In this code as well.
As long as he doesn't come back as Impact World Champion before Broken Matt Hardy, I'm
No, he's gonna come back. You remember the money hungry one from Ring of Honor?
the one that buried Kevin Owens.
Yes. What if he came back?
That was so funny.
only if we get him with Itchweed. You gotta have Itchweed in that.
And then he buries Kevin Owens again.
That anti-bullying video in Ring of Honor you made for Kevin Owens was hilarious.
I love it. The funny he said at the end of it says don't bully me. He says he's like because he's like I have a wife, like I have a wife who's a Playboy bunny, and then at the end he says and then attached to money he says it said I'm rich, and he starts throwing money at everyone.
Matt Hardy has been great, and we just never realized how good this guy, how smart this man is. I'm happy he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. Obviously, Pete Dunne was going to win that match.
Well, let's get back to this 205.
All right, second match. We had a returning Noam Dar, which we're going to talk about Noam Dar again in a few minutes. But Noam Dar took on Tony Nese in a no disqualification match, and boy, was this good.
Wait, Tony Nese actually had a spot on the card tonight?
Yes.
That was the joke.
I
just want to say
he was suspended. The story was that he was suspended though. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know, but kind of feels like that's just how they justify not having him on the card.
I mean, at least, I think the thing I would give him credit for is when somebody's not on the show, 9 times out of 10 it's something that makes sense. Tony Nese is suspended when like Hideo Itami before he like started this new run before he left. His reason was he was in a really like brutal match and he needed time off to sell the pain. So,
Can I say though, Tony Nese, how great he looked tonight?
oh yeah, he looked amazing.
That fucking knee though.
I missed it the first time, but when I saw the replay, I just dropped my jaws like, bro.
That was sick. That to me. That was the spot of the night. Like that was the best
Oh,
moment
yeah.
of the night.
And they really used a lot of the entire environment, broke the table. The crowd was thirsty for a table spot, and they popped for it when they got it.
Table spot. What the hell are you doing? Ring of Honor when he was flipping Bully Ray. The only thing we didn't get was a big table spot, and it's Bully Ray.
I remember their last run in WWE where they were like refused to give us tables.
I know, fucking troll, fucking trolls.
But Tony Nese actually won this with that running knee into the barricade, breaking the barricade. He rolled him back in and actually pinned him there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was a really simple, very, very short, very to the point match.
Effective, too.
both men fighting.
Effective.
Yeah, this is a good case of good, simple booking.
Yeah.
Which I've noticed they're doing a lot more of, like on SmackDown. Look at that gauntlet. We're getting a lot more of this simple, effective booking.
It don't take much.
No, if they just need to keep doing this kind of stuff. Not every match has to have like some super ultra plot armored super story to it, or some really big repetitive finish. Sometimes you can get a lot accomplished with simplicity. Look back to your 2001, 2000 days when you could put tag matches together and tell multiple stories at the same time.
We're going to talk tag teams in a little bit too.
Ooh, let's go. Brian Cage is going to be at WrestleCon. If I really don't go to WrestleCon, I want you guys to drive to my house and shoot me in the face.
I'm not shooting you in the face, okay?
I tell you what, I'll rub a water gun with like boiling hot water and shoot you in the face. Okay.
Okay, maybe not in the face, just like.
See, okay, now we're talking.
All right, so just go to my house, knock on my door, and ask me what in the hell is wrong. And then leave.
I think we can arrange that.
It's basically saying, come and like give me some shit, but then go the fuck away. I don't want to hear after that.
Yeah, maybe,
Thanks for the like first.
Have a great cooking and talk about it. Just maybe we'll come in. Actually, I have my own place by then. And come in and have a good drink.
There we
Talking
go.
about how stupid you are for not going to WrestleCon.
Exactly.
All right, but actually, they got one more thing to talk about for 205 Live. The contract signing for the match on Sunday night was held at the end of the show. Buddy Murphy pretty much bragged the fact that he beat all three of those guys, and Tozawa couldn't even beat him in the triple threat match at Royal Rumble. So how does he feel that he's going to be able to beat him Sunday? So they signed the contracts, and that was pretty much it for that.
Nobody got put through the table?
No, it was backstage.
Huh?
It was backstage.
It was a William Regal segment, like those Facebook segments he does.
Okay.
Yeah, which I mean, I like it. It does the job. It was somewhere. Something had. I'm trying to think of it. No, I know what it was. It was a shot that was it was some shots thrown.
So no table spot.
Oh no, I know what it was. It was some shots thrown.
No, Isaac.
Contract signing.
Arya Daivari.
Signing that somebody gets put through a table.
Yeah, Arya Daivari. I almost forgot about that.
Backstage segment. Oh my gosh, the shots that were thrown. He said that he first had to start co-signing for a guy that couldn't even wrestle.
What was this for?
Arya Daivari, he was cutting the backstage promo talking about how he's tired of having to co-sign for people. He said he had to start co-signing for a guy trying to be a wrestler. We know who that is.
I was talking about Kenta.
No, Enzo. Trying to be a professional wrestler? Trying to be a wrestler?
I don't remember him when what's his name was there?
Daivari was he was with the Zo Train.
Oh.
Ring a bell?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
say something like all the when people come in, all they collect is the money and the mile. They just come in the business for the money and the miles. Was it something along those lines?
I missed that because I was just like laughing because he threw shots at Enzo. And then he said, then he was like, then I had to talk for a guy that couldn't even speak English.
Yes, that was so spot on, though. It was.
I mean, it's messed up, but hey.
And also, don't forget we had that Mike and Maria Kanellis. And
Yeah, I mentioned that one already. Trust the process.
I just want to say that Mike Kanellis, I hate to say this, but this promo is just a jobber getting promo time because they're not going to do shit with it. We pretty much have already seen that.
Trust the process. He's going to be like the Philadelphia 76ers in like 2 years.
Nobody's going to remember them?
They're a legit threat to be the Eastern Conference champions this year. Especially after the signing of Tobias Harris.
They're not a legit threat to beat the GOAT in the Lakers.
I mean, he has to wait till the LeBron James of that division leaves, Buddy Murphy. But once Buddy Murphy gets called into the main roster, then it'll be his time. Boom.
Well, you say that.
Don't call Buddy Murphy.
You're right. I do say that, but then Kawhi Leonard is on the Eastern Conference now.
Buddy Murphy would probably go to UK if anything.
So that means Humberto is on the Eastern Conference now. So Humberto might be taking this spot. I just love making basketball references because it works every way I'm saying it.
No, I'm saying he's going to take his talent to South Beach.
A little bit north of South Beach. If you catch my drift. South Beach is a little bit too south for where the talents need to be taken at.
Anthony, don't say drift because then you have to say drift away.
Okay, shift. Okay.
Yes, because if you say drift, Elias is going to come out and perform a concert.
I'm gonna say about a good 150 miles, 150 miles up north from South Beach.
Are you going to still walk with Elias, or?
Yes, I walk with Elias.
I will always walk with Elias.
I don't care how bad I feel that they're using him. I walk with Elias.
Just want to make sure.
That man's as over as the fucking Rock, and they don't know what to do with it.
That's a rock. A rock.
You heard me, yeah. The Rock.
A-Rock or The Rock?
The Rock, because, rock concerts, he's basically using that, and unlike a lot of these other, like the Honky Tonk Man and the Boogie Woogie Man, I'm like, that one.
Elias should have won a Grammy.
He's actually more entertaining, and, a lot more entertaining than Jeff Jarrett. Ain't I great?
No, you're not.
Go to the fucking retirement home or go bang Karen, whatever you're doing.
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and segue over to NXT UK.
Rock is just as over as Elias.
No, Elias is just as over as The Rock as far as, his segment.
No, I mean, like the literal Rock being over.
No, we're not talking about the Boulder and the millions
Hi.
and millions of the Boulders fans.
Still fun.
I should do The Rock for tomorrow's tomorrow's Black History Moment. Okay.
Well, he is up there. He is one of us.
He's
Obviously. Regardless of what people think, he's black. Okay? Get it right.
And when are you going to cover Bubba Brazil then, huh? How about that?
We'll see. I put Teddy Long in for today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Look up Bubba Brazil. He was the one. He was fighting Buddy Rogers and shit. He was like the pioneer.
All right, let's
Anyways,
talk
let's
UK.
get into this. We started off where I'm not gonna spend too much time because it was just, the term ass was thrown around a lot. We're gonna be demonetized on YouTube for that. But anyways, Tony was throwing that word around. I did it before. I'll do it again. At Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm, Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm laid in the promo. Rhea Ripley's big comeback was, well, I have my title shot. you know, and it just ends with Tony Storm getting the pose in the ring. I don't feel like anybody was really like stood tall here. I feel like, you know, Tony Storm was left in the ring posing with the title and had the strongest promo here. And we all know Tony Storm is great with promos. Rhea Ripley, she's not really a promo person.
I like Rhea better though.
Well, Eli does too, because she's on his fantasy team. But you know, we all know Tony Storm's walking out with that belt.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Seriously.
So Eli, if you dig your way out of those negatives, just remember you're going to be right back in those negatives come the time that title match finishes. And again, yes, I did watch the Walter versus Will Ospreay for the Defiant Internet Championship. I did watch that.
When did you take
Great
it first?
match. Y'all need to take y'all. That was the first time they fought. Great match. It was at Stacked 18. Great match. Great match.
I remember. I watched it. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
But Anthony is somebody you need to watch it because of fucking Walter, man.
Oh, yeah.
Walter.
I think I've seen that one.
You probably did. I'll still watch it again.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it before.
I'm about to watch Jack Swagger versus Nick Aldis here in a minute.
But speaking of matches, I actually have to say, the first actual match we got, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. It was really, really well done, and they gave it time. It was Noam Dar, yes, Noam Dar, versus Jordan Devlin.
Ooh.
The Irish Ace.
Versus the Scottish Supernova.
Yeah, oh man, you talk about a fucking great match. This match right here had some great spots. One of my favorites was when Devlin kept trying to get Noam Dar kept trying to gain an advantage, like try to get the advantage back, and Jordan Devlin was just countering. It was a good storytelling. Like Noam Dar could not get anything rolling for a good while. He got a little offense in, but it was mostly Jordan Devlin.
Who won?
Well, that's kind of the point that we all know that Jordan Devlin, if he's dominating most of the match, WWE match style. Noam Dar won this match. Oh,
I'll take it.
I wish Johnny wasn't curveball.
Dar, 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 dar.
Well, it was good because it wasn't just like a comeback win, like a John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Tanahashi.
Hey, guys,
Oh,
I have to
get the
read
fuck
something for y'all.
out. Get the fuck out.
I'm going to read something to y'all. Y'all just tell me who it is. What's up from Raleigh? Becky's one and only.
Hi, James.
James Gang.
No, it's James.
It's not James Gang anymore. It's what is it called now, Anthony?
Becky Lucian? Something like that?
No. It's not Becky Lucia.
I know what it is. It's Charlotte Gang now. You're right.
No.
We are all...
It's,
The James Gang is fickle.
No, it's the Man Gang. It's the Man Gang. That's what it was.
They're fickle. They're cheering for Charlotte now, and they're right, James. We're cheering for the Queen now, James.
Queen Becky. That's what he's gonna say.
Hey, don't worry, James. Santa's gonna come pretty soon.
Is she gonna take on Braun Strowman?
You are not gonna let that die, are you?
No.
I would never let it go. That was a hilarious
I don't know. Karen was pretty close. She was mad because Danny beat her for her title in WVPW.
I always knew Danny was a woman.
What the hell are you talking about? Apparently, according to Ben, AC Smooth had the intergender title for over a year and a half.
That's because he didn't want to let everybody know that he was actually the champion.
Right now, AC Smooth is the champion of just winning main event matches. We'll start there. Win some matches, put some dough.
I am the main event.
I don't know. Golden Warrior made them bitches tap.
Anytime you see me, I'm just the biggest thing you got going on.
Isaac, you want to talk because Breon and Ricky Mass ain't here to defend themselves.
Have you seen the matches I've been putting on?
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Anthony,
You're the
I've
curtain
seen
opener.
matches. Yeah, tell him, Anthony, you have seen the matches he's been putting on. All the losses he's been putting on lately.
Are you the Johnny Gargano?
I'm going to take that as a compliment because that's what it is.
Well, okay, the Johnny Gargano minus Takeover Phoenix.
Still pretty damn good wrestler. You can't even.
Yeah, you know what, Anthony? You're actually.
You know what, Isaac, you're right, because Johnny Gargano put on a great match at Takeover. What was it? Takeover Philly. It didn't end off great for him though. He ended the show getting hit.
Remember the last match, Golden Warrior and AC Smooth had? That was a great match, wasn't it, Isaac?
Yeah.
Hey, I never said that a broke clock was not right twice a day. It is.
He stumbled that one. Yeah, well, nobody ever said that your hand hit that mat multiple times while you were scratching your head.
I was scratching. I was scratching the canvas.
No, first you said scratching the canvas.
The canvas was itching, okay, and it said "scratch my bike."
He's named the boulder.
Oh, we're gonna get back to business here. Let's go.
No, but Noam Dar won with the roll up. It was a good match. Like, it wasn't just one of those standard like main roster matches you'd see where a guy is getting shut down, but he's getting some offense in, or mostly just getting his ass kicked like a squash match, where just comeback wins. This was actually Noam Dar worked up to it, started building slowly while Jordan Devlin was still trying to stay on top of him to keep him, grounded. And he came out firing, and Jordan Devlin still hit some moves, but Noam Dar countered back and hit some more offense, and then roll. But then Jordan Devlin started getting the advantage again, and Noam Dar rolled him up. So it wasn't like one of those just inspirational 1980s comeback victories. He got in with a fucking roll up. And Tyler Bate interfered too. There was that too.
Really? On behalf of.
On the behalf of, for some reason, Jordan Devlin. I don't ask. I'm really not 100% sure what that was about. But then we got Jenny versus Mia Yim. Now I'm going to say this right now. This was another stellar match.
Well, I mean, Mia Yim is damn good.
Yeah.
She really is, though.
What we got next?
Now, I'm not saying this match also had a pretty good timeline, but Mia Yim got caught in the ropes for some reason, got kicked, and that was apparently a spot where Jenny got the win here. And by the way, if you're not on board with Jenny being a future NXT UK Women's Champion, you've got some serious issues. But it was a good match.
I love Jenny.
Mia Yim was on top more in this match. So it was a opportunistic heel catch finish.
She was on top most of the time?
I'm hoping she was on top.
What's up, Jamie?
We'll pass her around if you want. I mean, no, but she was actually dominating most of this match, and it's just Jenny caught her with an opportunistic sharp kick when she got caught in the ropes and pinned her. It was kind of a finish, but it was a good match, and it had some really good storytelling involved. So Mia Yim doesn't look like just a total spaz here.
I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love Mia Yim and I love her to death, I don't, unless I am wrong, which I will openly admit if I am in this case, I feel like she's gonna be another one that's gonna be passed over on the main roster.
I'm really hoping that this, with everything going on, that they're not going to need everybody to go to the main roster. Because
I feel like in NXT UK, we're not going to see as many call-ups, but somebody said that during the shakeup, we're probably going to see some. We're definitely, and the prediction is that, this isn't like fact, but the prediction is Pete Dunne is facing Walter.
Yes.
Anybody who faces Walter especially somebody that they really weren't sure how to take the title off of them. They've got Walter. Pete Dunne is dropping that belt to Walter, and Pete Dunne's going to me.
I can't wait for Walter versus Dave Mastiff.
Oh man, that's brilliant. You know, it'd be even more horrifying. What if they team up?
Go look to everybody else.
Oh, goodbye roster. What if Killian Dane comes in and faces Walter? You want to see it. You know.
Now, that'd be interesting.
Oh, hell yeah, it would. Walter has a hell of a drop kick, though. I'm not going to lie. He has a hell of a drop kick.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is that golden bomb. For somebody that does what he does, that's kind of a shape finisher. Am I wrong, Anthony?
You're not.
Although I gotta admit, he can nail that thing.
Mr.
Like,
Tebow. Not Tim, though. How you doing, Mr. David Tebow?
Alright, so let's get to this next match here. So, next week we're getting Mark and Joe Coffey versus Flash Morgan Webster and the GOAT, Mark Andrews.
Oh, you mean Austin Powers?
Yes. And in our main event, we saw Pete, I'm still not done holding this title longer than any other champion in history versus Walter. Still not done holding.
He's not done with it yet.
He's not finished with it.
No, you have to say it right. He's not done with him.
I actually just finished watching that match. It was actually good.
It was good. All the matches here were good. This was absolutely the best WWE show of the week, hands down. And I'm not saying that because I do like NXT and I love 205. But 205, it had some good moments, but I feel like just the match quality just for the match quality, this was a much better presented show, wrestling wise. All the matches got their time. There were very few promos and vignettes. I'm fucking glad it's about damn time. And nothing felt rushed or unnecessary, like the vignettes. I don't care why they have them, Tori. If you're listening, I like it when they go to the essential basics of British wrestling. Everything was done during the match or in the ring. They still had good storytelling, and all of these matches, Anthony, were great to me.
Good job. All right. Y'all ready for NXT? The entree.
I'm gonna go on mute now and let y'all three.
All right. Cool. All right, it's time to feast your eyes. Because we have our first match of NXT. We have Dominic Dijakovic. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. They say Dijakovic.
I don't know why they say it like that. That's not how you say that.
I don't fucking know, because WWE can't even get their own continuity right.
I don't know. Donovan Dijak. We're just gonna go there.
That's what he went by on the Indies. He went by Donovan Dijak on the Indies.
We're just gonna call him Dijak for right now because Dijakovic, or whatever it is, it's just too much to say. I won't be surprised if he gets to the main roster. His name is just Donovan. Just wait on it, and you're gonna come back to this video and say, you know what, he was right. Making his way to the ring, weighing 274 pounds, Dominic.
Man, that is a WWE thing. That's an absolute WWE thing to do.
Very, very much a WWE thing to do. But he actually took on Shane Thorne. For those who do not know, Nick Miller was released. I'm not sure if he was released because they released him or if he asked for it, but he's no longer with the WWE. However,
he requested it so he could spend more time with his family.
Okay. But have no fear because in due time, Nick Miller will have some backup.
I think that whole move was stupid. Yes.
What?
You know, you keep saying Thorne, but you don't keep Nick Miller.
Well, he has 2 more guys coming in soon, so.
So you're talking about those 2 guys in the women's side?
Yes. I can't remember the names of the guys, but they were a part of the faction TMDK in Australia.
The mighty.
The mighty don't kneel.
Yes. So he would hopefully they will put him with these 2 individuals when their time comes, because I like Nick. No, my fault. I like Shane Thorne, and he put up a really good match here with Dijak. The one thing that really got me is when Dijak hit he did a springboard clothesline. I'm like, this dude is 6'7", doing springboard anything. Why? Why are you doing this, and why are you able to do it? Here I am, 5'9", and I can't even jump halfway as high as he can. Well, half of that's because of my knee, but that's besides the point. Look, man, I got bad knees. You can't judge me for that.
You're 20.
I'm 25, bad knees, and can only jump 6 inches. I swear I'm 52.
What is that? You know what?
It's Dominic.
Okay.
But with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to everything. Dijak won this match with the Feast Your Eyes, which I feel like is just another way of doing the GCS, but I like it.
It is, though. It is. He's just doing, instead of the regular fireman's carry, he's doing it the reverse way, so Vince doesn't get mad at him. Oh, you can't do that. Yeah.
No, Feast Your Eyes, Vince. Feast Your Eyes. Next match here we have we have Humberto Carrillo, and he's not with Raul Mendoza, but Stacey Irvin Jr. and bless his heart, okay? And you will understand why I say that in a few seconds. But before the match can even get started, Cassius Ohno comes out and pretty much says the fans of Full Sail suck, and he's out of here. So he pretty much quits, I guess, in front of the crowd. I don't know what they're going to have him do, but he's not leaving WWE. Boo-hoo. I miss it. Yeah, he's still with WWE. He might be doing a backstage role, or might be coming to the main roster. Who knows? But before anything else can happen, Keith Lee comes out and just like knocks him clean out. And then
super kick.
there was I think it was a discus forearm.
Oh.
But the funny thing here, I didn't realize Keith Lee could sing.
His own theme song in the indie.
Look, it is a difference between singing in person live and singing in a studio. Ask SZA.
Okay, that's extremely fair. That's an extremely fair point.
Like, it's certain people that sound better in person. T-Pain sounds better in person than he does on the album. But not everybody can say that. But I just want y'all to hear this, and hopefully we don't get any strikes for this. So he says that, and I just like busted out laughing because I was not ready for it.
I think
I am.
They got a new theme. They got a new theme.
Who?
Keith Lee has a new theme.
Good, because that first one was garbage.
I was not excited for it.
But, I mean, look, a lot of people have had to start off with terrible themes. Does anybody remember Samoa Joe's original theme song?
Oh, was an Impact?
No, his first NXT theme song.
No.
I need you to go back and go try to find that and just come back and talk to me after you find it.
That theme song always made me not want to support him no more.
But can we sit here and acknowledge the fact that Keith Lee, and it might have just been the shirt and the way he had it cut, because I like my shirts cut that way too, but he looked like he's bulking. Or is it just me?
That's how that.
Does anybody see that Keith Lee look like he's bulking up or something? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like his arms are looking a little bit more defined right now. But he says back to your regular schedule programming, and out comes the Street Profits, and they just like clown. Oh no, Montez Ford, as you see the star here, Montez Ford, lays on the ground like mirroring Cassius Ohno, and I'm just like weak here because Montez Ford, whatever he does is great. So the match starts. He starts off with Carrillo, and they have a little bit of a show off, little start off. You know how speedsters do. But the big spot here. Let me make sure I have his name right again, because bless his hearts. Stacy Irvin Jr. takes. I'm gonna find it for you. But Stacy Irvin Jr. takes a nasty German suplex. I mean, I thought he snapped his neck.
Did he?
No, he got back up, and like Morrow and Nigel was like, "How in the world is he still up?" He tagged Carrillo, and then Carrillo got in. But Montez Ford and the Street Profits won this match. And they pretty much call out the other tag teams, and especially they call out the War Raiders. And they say, War Raiders, if you want war, we're ready. And so out comes...
Hang on, there wasn't any scream out, we want that smoke.
They want all the smoke, okay? They want all the smoke. But you know who else wants all that smoke?
Tony Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Well, before Lorcan and Burch, but I'm talking about the European Union,
Yeah.
which I think they're being called right now.
Yes.
So
It's not official, but that's what they're called.
yeah, so the European Union, for those who do not know, let them know who they are.
Marcel Bartel and Fabian Actor.
So they come out and they stare off, and I'm sitting here just standing here drooling, because this is something I want. I want to see Eichner and Bartel go against Street Profits. That's going to be a great match. But then comes another team that I'm really high on, the 1-2, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. What else could happen here? And so at this point, I text the group. I'm like, this is a tag team division. But then the War Raiders come out and they say it's a lot of talking in there, not enough fighting. And so they walk down and they get ready to start fighting. But the Undisputed Era comes from behind and attacks them. And we have an all-out brawl in the ring. So I don't know what they have planned for this. I have not read any spoilers. But I am excited for the tag team division. And hopefully Raw and SmackDown are going to follow suit, because this is the year for tag team wrestling. At me, debate your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts there, Midha Raja?
I didn't watch any wrestling today because I've been busy.
Oh yeah, you were on your date night, enjoying your early Valentine's Day.
Dad even saw Alita.
Speaking of names sounding like that, Taynara Conti versus Aaliyah. I feel like Aaliyah is probably the longest I feel like Aaliyah has been there longer than just about anybody else. Only other person that's been there just as long as her is Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins, I want to say, has been there since the beginning. I have to go look this up real quick. Hold on. Because I just sat there because it was like Aaliyah. Who expected Aaliyah to be in this match? She won the match, which was a rare win for her, even though it was an outside interference between a very interesting pairing between Vanessa Bourne and my fault. Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne teaming up together. That's going to be interesting. What do y'all think about that teaming up?
It sounds
I mean, it's
interesting.
I mean, I can see it working, and I see why they're doing this because they're getting ready to bring in the tag team champions for the women, so they want to go ahead and start preparing, especially in NXT UK. They're going to start. You're going to see more teams teaming up among the women. So, Shayna Baszler comes out, and she's ticked. Like, you can see in her face, she's angry. She has looks like she has a slight black eye, or that was just a bad makeup job. I don't know which one it was. We're just going to say she had two black eyes. So she comes out. Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne escape the ring. They think they escaped. But from behind comes the other two women of the Four Horsewomen, and they just destroy them in the ring. I like the little tag move they did to I want to say it was Aaliyah. I would say that looked pretty decent. So hopefully they're really, I'm really hoping that they improve to where they are able to really be great in the ring because I have high expectations for them.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you on that. So, Shayna Baszler takes the mic and she keeps everything short and sweet. She says, "This is our era. Our reality. My fault." And I actually wrote down everything she said after that. So she said, "This is our reality. Here it is. Do not get in our way. Do not question us, and do not piss us off." And a mic drop. So short, sweet, and angry.
Yep, I can dig it. It was short, sweet, and to the point.
So what? Oh wow, he was trained by Dusty Rhodes. So yeah, you know he's been there a while. Yeah, he was trained by Bill DeMott, Billy Gunn, and Dusty Rhodes, and Robbie Brookside. Jeez. Angelo Dawkins, he debuted in 2012. So he was trained by DeMott, Billy Gunn, and Dusty Rhodes, and Robbie Brookside. So that tells you how long ago he has been in the developmental system.
A long time.
No, he started December 2012. We were in college, freshman year. He started, and I think they were still at FCW at that time. So that's a wow. What we have next?
What was that there?
Ricochet versus Adam Cole, baby. Oh my gosh, this was really good. But again, it's Ricochet and Adam Cole. What do you not expect? What else do you expect?
Nothing.
The notes here from Bleacher Report says that Cole loses so much. He's a heel. It doesn't hurt. I mean, him losing. The thing about Adam Cole losing a lot, I don't think it's hurt him.
No, he's one of those wrestlers that a win or loss doesn't really affect him right now.
And I say the same thing about Samoa Joe because like we complain about Samoa Joe losing a lot, but Samoa Joe really hasn't been hurt. Every time Samoa Joe comes out there, it's still a big. If he's promoting a match, it's still a big match feel. So he hasn't really lost luster, even with losing a lot. So that's the thing about Adam Cole. Even though he lost here, this was a really good story here because Adam Cole, Ricochet actually tweaked his knee in this match, and from that point on, he really couldn't do much. We all know that Ricochet is a high flyer, so he needs both his knees to be working correctly. At one point, he tried to go for he hit a Northern Light suplex and went for a deadlift vertical suplex, and his knee gave out on him. And then Adam Cole reversed it into an Ushigoroshi. So that was a good spot because that really told a story of look out for this later on in the match because at the end of the match, we get him going for that same spot where he hits the Northern Light suplex, coming right out of it, goes to a deadlift vertical suplex, and then he hits that, and then he picks him right back up and hits him with the vertigo for the pinfall. It was another spot that happened here. Oh, and it was another spot where it kind of missed, but you can understand why he missed because he's still selling the knee, and he goes for a springboard frog splash, and so he can't put the pressure on his injured knee, and so he springboards off of 1 foot,
Which is cool.
which I've never seen that. I don't remember ever seeing somebody springboarding off of 1 foot. So that was an interesting spot there for me.
It was pretty cool. Like, he's dynamic. I'd say that I didn't want to come to WWE another year, and he's good. He's gonna be fine.
Protect Ricochet at all costs. But yes, Ricochet won this match, but the Undisputed Era would come out and attack him, and then he would get some aid from Aleister Black, but Aleister Black was just overmatched by the members of the Undisputed Era, as the Undisputed Era would stand tall to close tonight's show. Next week, I know there were a lot of spoilers that were posted about said match for next week. I am here to say, and I can't post a spoiler because I don't know the results of this match. Actually, that's the funny thing. Nobody knows except for the people that are getting ready to put the show out next week. Nobody knows what the final result is going to be for the match between Velveteen Dream and Johnny Gargano. I have actually heard from people that were at the NXT tapings. They don't know what's going to happen. So that tells you something.
People like spoil things. People like to spoil.
Yes, and I have to give. This is another point where I have to give them a round of applause because I had when I first saw the spoiler for this, I really was ready to throw my phone because the Spotlight and the 434 are garbage. And so they like to post spoilers, and then they posted a spoiler. Can I just say the spoiler since we don't? Now I'm not going to say what the spoiler is because
I wouldn't recommend it.
yeah, because it might never happen. But just sit back, as Cito Collins would say, enjoy the ride. So is there anything else we need to talk about before we hit the final thoughts?
Not that I can think of.
All right, so let's hit the final thoughts. Mitt, you want to start us off?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. My final thoughts. I enjoyed SmackDown this week. Big up to Kofi Kingston for the great performances.
Oh yes.
I was like, wow, I haven't seen this since 10 years ago. Kofi Kingston, the performance.
Kofi Kingston is just a dynamic player, dog.
I know. I met the guy in person.
Dynamic wrestler, my fault. I said dynamic player.
And to the guy, I'm not going to announce his name because I'm not name dropping. That's not the type of guy I am. To the guy who was in WCC, call me, asking me if I was dumb. Go slap yourself.
Your mom's a hoe.
That's what I got.
That's what I had to add to that.
I didn't
Debate your mother.
exactly.
Isaac?
My final thoughts are pretty good. First, Friday, please support two things. First, support Rise Wrestling, all women's promotion, and their last couple shows have been tearing the absolute house down. Their upcoming main event show is they're going to have Mercedes Martinez defending her title against Kylie Ray in a submission match. Match is a no ropes submission only match, so that should be good. And this is after.
How are you watching this?
On their app, or I just wait till they post it on their app. Well,
How much is it?
Oh, it's $5 a month.
Okay. That's not bad.
So, also-
'Cause I wanna see that.
No, because the thing is, it will get posted there. But if you want to see the actual pay-per-view, it's going to be $15 on the Fight app. It's on March 29th. So if you have the Fight app and you shell out $15, definitely show it. Definitely watch it. So, and then
I got you, Mitt.
And then after that, and then also support Impact Wrestling. Please support Impact. Like, they are putting out great stories right now. They have a lot of good talent in there. They got Killer Cross, Eddie Edwards, Johnny Impact, Eli Drake, Rosemary. There's a roster in there with talent. And it would crying shame if they had to close down. All this talent has to stay in the indies, which is where most of them go.
Yeah.
Or some make the drastic choice and say, well, I guess I gotta go big mainstream and go to WWE, and they end up having their careers basically, not all of them, but come on, with the way WWE is running right now, are they really gonna get pushed like that? I don't think so. So
Yeah.
support Rise Wrestling and support Impact Wrestling.
Most definitely.
I'm telling you, their product is good. Both products are good. You just gotta be consistent. They're very consistent too. You're not just gonna do random things just to fill time.
Dog. Jordan Clarkson dropped 42 points off the bench.
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson.
Wow.
Mick, go ahead with yours real quick before I announce the thing for Saturday night.
So I was listening to Jericho podcast. I don't know if y'all heard it today.
I haven't got a chance to. I was listening to Kamala Harris.
So he had Tony Khan in his podcast, giving some insight and stuff. And one thing Tony Khan said for AEW, they're gonna try and make the women's division like how it was in WCW. Like the cruiserweight type of style.
Okay.
It would work for them.
I think anything is possible.
Yeah, I mean, it could work, and we just got to give it time. We just got to give it time to see how it works out. I'm really optimistic about everything. I'm really looking forward to this. To what they have to show.
I do too. Like, I really think they all have talent.
Give the podcast. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But my final thoughts. Saturday. This is my final thought. Saturday, I need some help. the guys, we're gonna do another podcast. This is not gonna be restaurant related. We're going to take another turn. We're going to venture out into the music department, and we're gonna talk music, anything pop culture really. So I know we had the Grammys just happened last week. Wait, Sunday. So we'll cover that and some other things that I definitely want to bring up. We're gonna put you onto some really good music that we like to hear that won't really get played on the radio because they like to play they like to play stuff, and the songs that I like that they overplay it to the point where I hate it. So we're not gonna do that for you. So I need to find a name. Hopefully I can find something by tomorrow so I can myself make a page, a like page and everything, put it out there. Hopefully make another IG for it and everything. Get the social media stuff rolling. It still will be in conjunction with TWS. So we're making moves, guys. But I have to bid you adieu. And no, I'm not going to do the goodbye, good night.
Now,
But-
you challenging C.com, remember?
What? I told you I didn't want to smoke with him.
You heard what he said about you if you feel like wrestling him.
I don't want no smoke with C-Dog. C-Dog would probably hit me. He would put me in the One Punch Man thing. I was submitting one punch. But we'll be seeing you all tomorrow night. Well, I won't be seeing you until Saturday. So goodbye, good night. Have a great rest of your week, and stay safe out here, dog. Stay safe. Please stay safe. Also, I forgot to say this. Cherish every moment, dog. It just hit me, another sad moment hit. So just cherish every moment. If you have people that you know, let them know you love them, man. Grudges are not something that you need to hold. If you have grudges with anybody, dead it, because life is too short for that, bro. So I'm gonna leave y'all on that, and y'all have a great night.
Peace.
And water, drink water.